Alrighty guys, so I think I've had some interesting developments on this 3910 because I bent this steering cylinder that I put on here not too long ago actually in a pretzel shape, and it actually went up and was touching the oil filter. So for its and giggles, I got the tape measure out, and about the center where the ram mounts down there to up here, oh whoop, nope, that's not what I want. I want to be on the steering arm down there. It's roughly about 24 inches roughly on this side. And if we go around to the other side, and I also want to mention, this looks like the tie rod's been replaced on it, on the left hand side. Over here on the right hand side, and if you guys can see, the wheels are about straight ahead. How much further that ram's in, it is roughly 21 3/4 if I remember right. Hold on, I'm trying to get the tape measure up here and hold the camera. You guys can see it's roughly about 21, 22 there. 21 and a half. So, short version of what I believe is a long story is that whenever they changed the tie rod end on this tractor, they got the wrong one. Because at the hole for where the steering cylinder mounts is every bit of 3 inches forward, and that every bit of 3 inches forward gives so much of the, sorry guys, so much of the ram sticking out that it allows it to bend. So there's 9 inches, a little less than 9 inches to the center. So yeah. Luckily I was able to straighten the ram out, but you guys know darn well that ram's not going to last forever that way. And this side's 6, so those measurements right there back up what I'm saying. So I'm going to need another ram, a tie rod, and I'm going to replace this radius arm on this side too, because the axle is actually, I measured from the center of the, where the ram mounts down there to the center of the hub roughly. And this one is, I believe, an inch further forward, if I'm not mistaken. So that's not going to help a whole lot of things either. So, and to top that off, I noticed while I was running it that the welds on the loader bracket here are all cracking, which I knew they would. They were not very good when I bought it. So I am going to have to, flat out stop using this thing before I break it the whole way in half. And I'm just going to have to rework the loader mounts. I'm either going to have to make them or buy them. It would probably cost less money to buy them, but it'd be a whole lot more time effective to buy them. So, but I'm going to have to come up with something better than what's on there. This side over here is a lot more complicated because of the clutch linkage. But my theory is, see, there's 2 bosses there, and there's 2 bosses it's mounted to. If I make a plate up to go across there and clearance it to clear the clutch linkage, or I could even put some spacers in behind it, with like some angle iron or some heavy plate or something, and then from there it comes straight up to where it needs to mount over here. You can always throw in some gusseting and some other blah 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 blah. I wish I had a good welder at the house. I could make that up so fast, but I don't have one. A lot of things on my list, but this side over here is wide open. There's nothing in the road at all. And you can see somebody started to do what I'm thinking about doing, but they didn't go back here. Why wouldn't you utilize 4 bolts instead of 2? So, yeah. So anyhow, I'm going to have to get that on my list before I break this loader in half, because this loader is way stronger than the welds are on it. Oh jeez, I about slipped and fell. That was good. So anyhow, this turned into a long one, but initially going to be a short one, but I finally figured that out. But I can still use it for light stuff. I just got to be careful. I can't make sharp left-hand turns, and you can't hold it. You got to just go until it stops and then let off, and don't turn anymore. Otherwise, it used that cylinder straight out. So apparently that cylinder is a whole lot stronger than the rod that's in it. I don't know. Cheap Chinese steel. Alrighty there, guys. So just got done fixing up the rear remote levers on this, which actually works the loader. Before, these levers would actually collide with each other because they were the pins and pinned holes were so worn out that they actually had so much play in them that you actually couldn't engage the detents in either direction, because these valves will actually lock in either direction, which is sometimes kind of handy for this loader, because like I can go main boom up, then I can flip the curl cylinder, or I can, right when I get close to the pile, flip the curl cylinder, and when it gets to the end, I don't think this will pop out whenever it loads, but yeah, it's a whole lot better than what it was. And I found out the seat will flip back like this, so it's actually solid. I haven't sat in it that way, but I'm assuming, considering I liked it the way it was before. Yeah, you sit way too far back. I can just reach the steering wheel. Although, you could run it that way. But anyhow, figured I'd do a short little video showing you guys that. I never seem to catch any of the work. But I got a tractor club meeting tonight, so I can't really screw around too awful long. The other thing I'm kind of looking into on this is if I can do a Power Beyond off of the Power Beyond, because I would like to put like a regular loader joystick on this somewhere. I don't know if I want it up here or back here. I'm so used to my Yanmar that I do kind of like it here, but heck, it's in the roadie working the 3-point and everything, and I don't want a left-handed joystick, so I don't know, just thought I had staring at this thing. So anyhow, guys, till the next one, later. Alrighty guys, so I sort of just quit while I was ahead yesterday because I was having one of those days anyhow, but I took the 3910 out to backplate some ruts off last night, and I don't know which happened first, but I broke the tire chain on the left hand side. Legit, I think I ripped the chain in half. There's a bunch of, that's no longer attached, that one's broke off of there, there's a couple more. All I can say is it made a heck of a bang, and you ought to have seen the sparks that shot off of that when it broke. And then the other thing I did was I used the power steering cylinder again, so I actually ordered the parts for it last night to fix it. I ordered another drag link, cylinder, and I ordered a radius arm because this one is, yeah. So, nothing else, I'm going to drag the tire chain in the shop and try and put it back together, because with this one chain missing, it is worthless. Now what I did is I straightened the cylinder back out and made all right-hand turns for quite a while and finished what I was doing, but yeah, this thing is worthless without the other tire chain. That's all I gotta say. So I'm gonna get that drug in the shop, and it is really cold out today, so I'm gonna drag that in the shop and see how many repair links I need, and maybe I'll make a run to Tractor Supply and at least fix the tire chain up, so I can stick it back on once I'm able to steer it again. So anyhow, so guys, I got the tire chain in here, and there's only 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's only 4 cross links still in it, and some of them just came unhooked. It just bent the ends, but there's supposed to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's supposed to be 12 crosslinks in this, and legit there was only 4 left holding. 4, maybe 5. I think these are all in here. So we'll say 5, because there's 1 down there. So 5 out of 12 legit tore half the chain apart. In 5 seconds flat, I might add. So, I gotta decide how I want to fix these, because I had been... Where's it at? Where's it at? There they are. I had been repairing them with these, and I have actually seen a couple of these break already. So I don't know, and I don't have any more of them. I'm going to need like a bunch if I want to do that. So I may make a run to Tractor Supply this afternoon, or maybe tomorrow, and get some repair links and put this back together, because basically without this chain, that tractor is kind of worthless. The chains kind of make that tractor actually usable, I guess is the best way to put it. So yeah, like I could take that one repair link out of there and put on the other side, and then that one would be in there. And just gonna be a bunch of fixing. I gotta get the chain laid out totally straight. It's not totally straight, I would say. I bet you this chain is every bit of 10 foot long to go around that farm tractor tire. So but anyhow, let me get after it here in a bit. And see, this one here, like it actually smoked the crosslink, I think. This might have been one of the thinner gauge ones I put in. I don't remember. So anyhow, like I said, I'm gonna get after it, and like this one here. See, it did actually break the broke one link for sure. And I backbladed down around where I broke this last night. So yeah, I won't find any more chunks or pieces, I don't think. So anyhow, like I said, come back to you guys whenever I get it fixed, or am fixing. Very, very interesting, Mr. Bond. Very interesting, Mr. Bond. Alrighty guys, so yesterday I bought this actually rated for the 3910 back blade. Looks like it's in pretty decent shape. The other thing me and my buddy noticed is it'll actually slide side to side here, so you could actually like kick it further left and right if you want to. As of right now, the pivot is stuck on it, but you know, I figure I'll put it on the tractor, take the pin out, put it up against a tree or something, and you know, we'll get that thing moving with some horsepower. Hopefully. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, it seems like it's a pretty stout blade, and it's rated for 45 to 50 horsepower. I don't know if that's Steve horsepower or normal horsepower, but yeah. So anyhow, because the blade that's on the 3910 right now, I have messed it up a little bit. We'll just say that. So, I'll get that on here while the ground still froze this morning, and play with that. I really need to fix the tire chains again. The other tire chain's laying in the shop with a whole crap ton of broken and missing links. So, you see there's one, there's a link missing there. There's actually 2 links missing here. See? And the 2 links are there. So if I put one back in here, I'm going to at least get that back going again. See, it just bent the ends of the cross links on there. But anyhow, I come out here and want to get some pictures of that Gravely too. So, see you guys in a bit. Okay, got the blade on. I already got it broke loose a little bit, but we'll just keep working this thing here. I got a tree that's half dead I don't care about. Can't find them, grind them. You gotta rev it up so the power steering actually works. Definitely goes way easier that way than the other way. Turn the wheel, turn the wheel. There we go. Now it's starting to turn pretty easy. I don't know if I can do it by hand yet, because it should be able to spin the whole way around. Alright, I'm going to keep doing this, and eventually I'll get it loosened up.